Happy Sundays to you all, my wonderfully made Biafran brothers and sisters. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are. Happy New Day. It shall be well with all of us. There's a clip I want us to watch now, where Ooni of Ife, Oba Elegushi, what did they used to call him, Adeyeye, where he is praising the Igbos. In fact, he is making case for the Igbos, for the Biafrans. Ile Ife that we all know today, or we have been hearing for a very long time now, the founder of Ile Ife is the Biafrans. Oba made it clear. But do you know the funniest part of it? The Yorubas are calling for his dethronement. The Yorubas are calling him to step down because of praising the Igbos. You can imagine the kind of baboons we are sharing the same country with. You can imagine the kind of irrelevant human beings, psychophants of the highest order, toothless bulldogs that we are sharing the same country with. One Hausa man went on an interview, I think on Daily Trust station, and when they asked him about the Igbos and Yorubas and the Hausas, he said that Igbos would have been a better side of the Nigerian if they are in a very great alliance with the Northerners. That Northerners have nothing in common with the Igbo. They are not doing any competition with the Igbos, but Yorubas are doing. If Yorubas see an Igbo man now that is progressing now, he begin to get angry. If you see an Igbo man now that is very high in education, he begin to get angry. Do you know the reason why all the whole 5 states of the Southeast are being failed in the just concluded WAEC? Because the idiots that is registrar, the WAEC registrar, somebody at the, what they call that is idiot name. He's a Yoruba man. He gets angry. Why must people from the east, why must people from Anambra State be scoring higher all the time? He failed everybody. When he found out that the result was excellent, he failed everybody. Let me not waste much of your time. I would also like us to understand and also remember that Ifeanyi Ejiofor is still pleading with the Biafrans. There's an article he put out there, and I will read it when we come back. Please, I am sorry if I have talked too much. I taken most of your time. But let us see that clip of Oba Elegushi Adeyeye, where he's praising the Igbos. In fact, he is now campaigning for Biafra nation. Watch it, and then we'll come back for more discussion. Please, I am sorry I have talked too much. Please forgive me. All right, let's go there and watch it.
Of humanity, it has been like that in terms of celebration of wealth. But to the glory of God, a particular race actually discovered it first. And the truth be told, the race that first discovered prosperity and wealth, and they really nurtured it, are the Igbo race. The Igbos first discovered it through their ancestral background. The lineage of Obatala discovered the prosperity and wealth in terms of the divinity world. And that's the reason why today the race of Igbo people, they're very, very particular, and they have very good expertise when it comes to commerce. They are very distinct all over the world. There is no place in the world that you will go that you will find an Igbo man. And the same goes with the Jews. There is this mistake that the world usually make. They make this mistake that the Igbos came from the Jews. No, it is the other way around. The truth be told, the first human race that existed was the Igbos before the Jews. And we were all living together at the center of tropical.
Okay, very well. You heard everything that he said. Only that thing, my brother, all the whole places that have been posted, these people said Igbos don't have culture. They said Igbos is abusing elders. Let me tell you what they do. When they find all those videos, do you know that these people now went and be creating fake accounts using Igbo names to abuse their Oba? When they abuse finish, then they will come back and tell you that Igbos are the one abusing the Obas. This is what the Yoruba bastards are doing on internet, mostly on X and Facebook. They have entered TikTok as well. What do they really want from the Biafrans? If you ask them this question 1,000,000 times, they will not come up with a single reason that made them to say that this is what the Biafrans did to them. If you ask them now, they say disrespect. You take over their lands. You buy land out of their own selfishness, out of their own quest for Owambe party. To Turo party, you born baby today, you do what they call it, naming of the naming ceremony. When you don't even have shishi, but the only thing you have is your father's land or house left. You will sell it or use it to borrow money in the hands of the same Igbo that tomorrow you turn back and say you want your land or your house back when you have already squashed the money that have been given to you, all in the name of Owambe. Go to all the whole sections where that video has been posted. My brother, if you see what they are doing, now they are now attacking us now. We are the one that is insulting their Oba. We have no business with the Oba. What Oba said is even something that our people will be proud of, to applaud him for making such a statement at this critical time. Anywhere you see they post this video, you just finished watch now, and you see any name that looks like from the southeast or south abusing the Oba, my brother, now the same idiots I call themselves Yoruba baboons. They are the one that is doing it. They are the one that is creating fake account. A Yoruba man came out on channel television, on a program with Obilo, that guy that always talk like somebody that have a frog in his mouth. He came out, the man made a very, very vital confession that during the Biafran war, that they are going to go and disguise like Biafrans. Kill Biafrans, then blame it on Biafrans are killing civilians. Why they are the one that is doing it? They did it in Yoruba land. A Yoruba man, they did it in Yoruba land. They will go and sew Biafran soldiers' uniform and then go and murder their own people just to prove a point. And then they will post it on the international community and say that Igbos invaded the Ore and they killed innocent civilians. Why is Yoruba bastards in the military are the one that strategize and keep on killing their own people? To blame it on Biafrans. You can imagine this. You can imagine that. When I said it here on this my platform, that the only country in the whole of the world that can sacrifice their own, not on the altar of fighting insecurity or whatever, just to prove a point, is Nigeria. Nigeria have been sacrificing their military, police, navy, and SCDC in so many front line. You are not fighting just because you want to indict Nnamdi Kanu or IPOB. In the southeast, they will buy their military in numbers and then use that opportunity to invade our land and then begin killing spree. Anyway, if you get that message, or that, like I rightly said, anyway you see that message, you just finish watch now, and there is any abuse on that very young man, Oba Elegushi Adeyeye, just know it na the same people. Wait till you say they have culture and then the abuse. Okay, let us go to one of the main business of the day, which is just in Barrister Ifanyejo for decry genocidal killings in Southeast, says it's another Biafra war, demands urgent attention. This is what the Efulef, they call their name, they call his name Joe Igbokwe, came out yesterday and said that the killings in the Arunde Zog have been orchestrated. The voice have been trending everywhere. Fulanis invade Arunde Zog, dead of the night when people are sleeping, and massacre our young, old children while they are asleep. You said you are Fulani, you have power, you have strength. The only time you always go to attack people is when they are asleep. And then you will come out and claim you have power. It's alright. Fulanis, you see this music on the beat. The time shall come when we, the Igbos, will build that same drum for you. And you must dance it very well, otherwise your name will become sorry. Let us read this article. Human rights lawyer Barrister Ifanyejo has decried what he described as genocide killings in several communities in Imo State and other states across the southeast, calling for immediate and decisive intervention by state and federal authorities. In a statement he released on Saturday, Ejiofor condemned the recent massacre of unarmed civilians in Obinetiti, ndị Ejezie Umaloma, and ndị Akwa Wata, 4 communities in Aronde Zogi, that North local government area of Imo State, by yet to be identified gunmen. At least 7 people were confirmed dead and several others critically injured following a deadly attack by gunmen on the communities in the early hours of Friday. Confirming the attack, the police public relations officer for Imo State Command, DSP Henry Okoye, said in the statement that the assailants were alleged to be Eastern Security Network. You see it? Even our own people say, now we they do ourselves. Something will happen, no any investigation. Say the attackers are now Eastern Security Network. Then they will invade their own community they are protecting and then kill people for what? Ejiofor in statement said, this morning I write with a heart heavy, shattered by grief, burning with rage, and aching with disbelief. I can no longer watch in silence as our homeland descends into the abyss of horror and moral collapse. According to the lawyer, what unfolded in these peaceful communities was not just another act of violence, it was a brutal reminder of our crumbling humanity. A dark chapter that has carved an eternal scare into the soul of the people. As the attack sparked widespread outrage, Ejiofor described the killings as a chilling documentary of state failure, the erosion of our values, and the slow, painful death of our shared humanity. Ejiofor said the video footage of the attack, too gruesome to share, forever etched in the minds of all who saw it, and showed lifeless bodies stretched across the land. Our brothers, our sisters, our elders, our youths mowed down in cold blood. They were not armed, they were not criminals, they were not combatants, they were Igbos. They were human beings, yet in one savage sweep, they were reduced to statistics, to silence, to corpses. This was no random act of violence. This was genocide unfolding in real time, he added. The lawyer likened the scale of the killings to the horrors of the Biafran war, describing the current situation as a war undeclared, a silent, systematic war against a people rendered vulnerable simply because of who they are. He said the last time we witnessed this scale of targeted extermination was driving in the Biafran war, but that war was declared. What we are seeing today is war undeclared, a silent and a systematic war. A war against a people rendered vulnerable simply because of who they are. We are the pattern, we are the crisis, we count the bodies, and we will not forget. The value of life in Igbo has sunk to chilling lows. A society where human lives hold no worth, is no longer a society, it is a jungle. And beloved, today, Igbo stands as a wasteland of shattered dreams, unburied corpses, and questions that echo with no answers. What hope can we speak of when the present is soaked in innocent blood? Ejiofor questioned the continued relevance of governance in Imo State, asking if authority has been replaced by brute force, impunity, and the silent complicity of those who once swore an oath to protect lives and properties. He said, the screws were real, the blood was real, the deaths were real, and just as real, the defining indifference of those in power. So I ask again, with swearing urgency, is there still a government in Imo State? Okigwe is burning. Mbano is also burning. Where is hope? Who's a danger? Does governance still exist, or has it been replaced completely by brute force, impunity, and the silent complicity of those who once swore an oath to protect? Let it be said, without fear or favor, Igbo is bleeding. Igbo is burning. Ali Igbo is dying, and those who should act have either turned away in silence or worse, joined in the desecration. He directly appealed to all levels of government, local, state, and federal to institute a security framework that protects civilian lives and upholds the dignity of every citizen, irrespective of ethnicity or political affiliation. We demand answers. We demand accountability. We demand justice. This is not just a political failure. It is a moral collapse, a spiritual betrayal, the slow murder of a people's souls. While offering government's response to the alleged incident remains pending, the statement has added to the growing pressure on Governor Hopeless Odinjo's administration, which has faced repeated criticism over rising insecurity in the southeast region, particularly Imo State. Ubinetiti, Ndi Ejezie Umaloma, and Ndi Akwawata have reportedly experienced sporadic security raids in the past, with residents accusing state-backed operatives of extrajudicial killings, harassment, and property destructions. However, these claims are yet to be officially addressed or independently verified. Ejiofor called for peace and justice, saying this is a call to conscience, a call to leadership, a call to urgent action. Those entrusted with power at the local, state, and federal levels must rise beyond the confines of partisanship, fear, and self-interest. They must act swiftly to institute a security framework that respects rights and restores peace, a system that protects, not exterminates, that heals and not harms. We demand answers. We demand accountability. We demand justice. This is not just a political failure. It is a moral collapse, a spiritual betrayal. The slow murder of a people's soul. Let Ali Igbo rise. Let the truth be spoken, free from fear. Let those in power act before our silence becomes complicity. Let the killing stop and let the mourning end. Let the healing begin. We unequivocally condemn this barbaric and dastardly act in its entirety. And we demand immediate and decisive action from the government, if indeed any semblance of governance still exists in Imo State. Enough is enough. If it has not already been, may the souls of the innocent rest in peace, and may our land find redemption before it is too late. This message is from Ifeanyi Chukwu Ejiofor, who are speaking widely, or rather who has spoken widely for Ali Igbo, Ndi Igbo, and also for the people of Imo State. Where are Imo State content creators, or rather, where are Imo State lawyers, legal representatives, activists? Where are they? I haven't seen anyone who came out to make this kind of comment. Everybody have gone back to their shells. Only Nonsonkwa is the one that will keep hearing his voice every now and then. But truth be told, we are not doing it right. Something must be done if we really want to get it right. The Fulanis are invading our lands at will, killing our people at will. And at the end of the day, the idiots, ASP, DSP, what do they call him? Police spokesperson, Henry Okoye, will come out and tell you it is alleged, suspected, without no any period investigation to it. That is the information, and that is why they say they are gagging the social media. They will come out and say another different thing, while what happened is a different thing. Just to make sure that they blackmail this IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu and every other person who will rise to fight for the liberation of Biafrans. These are the people who are benefiting from the economic collapse of their own people, who are benefiting from the corruption that is going on. Instead of them to say things the way they are, they will have to add it salt to make it very, very good to the ears of their paymasters. About also, I go mile. One comment and then we round up. Michael Eke said, have you people forget what Asari Dokubo said sometime last year? That his men is helping the government killing people at Okigwe area and beyond. What are you people talking? The killers are well known by the people on top. But my own view is that no matter what, the nation called Igbo people cannot be silenced or killed. In our land, God is watching whomever is behind the scenes doing this to us, be it in your mind. Okay, that is what he said. So more of these videos, please let us argue more. Let us argue more at the comment section of this video. What do you think that we should do? They are holding Mazen Nnamdi and Simon Ekpa because they know that if these two guys is free, that this nonsense wouldn't have happened. But are going to mobilize everybody from every home, from every family, from every kindred. Biafra land or Biafra nation will be one of the best country that anyone can live and have peace. Because the number of people that we engage in our military service and every other thing, my brother, they will even be more, the population will even surpass the population of people who did not join the army or police or military or navy. So let us just keep this in mind, that about also so help me like, share, comment, and keep subscribing for more interesting videos coming your way. I Okulora will always be here to serve you. Happy Sunday to you once again.